This is historic Rittenhousetown, and we're the site of the first paper mill in America. Today, we're a 20-acre park and rec site, and all of the houses that we have here on site date to the Rittenhouse family occupation, with the exception of the barn. But the Rittenhouse family emigrated here and started the first paper mill in 1690, and then they built the first permanent structure, which is our homestead, which is the house over there with the mustard trim. That building got built in 1707. And from about 1690, the first mill, the first permanent structure, 1707. But from 1690 to about 1880, this operated as an early industrial village. We think that there were probably up to 42 structures here on site. We think that there were numerous mills, maybe even up to 3 at the heyday. And it really operated as an early industrial village, sort of self-contained and a bit of a family compound for the Rittenhouse family. We know that there was a school here. We know that there's a blacksmith. Lincoln Drive doesn't go in until the Rittenhouse family has already left the area. But it really operated, like I said, as one of Philadelphia's first and earliest industrial sites. By 1880, the stream that powered the water mill has gotten pretty polluted, and they can't make water here anymore. In addition, the milling industry has left this Wissahickon area and goes to the waterfront where they're using steam power. So in 1880, this entire site goes over to the city of Philadelphia. And the city of Philadelphia is really only interested in the houses where they can park, or the houses where they can put their park staff. So from about 1880 to about 1980, this site operates as a home to lots of Philadelphia park staff. And then in 1983, our organization, Historic Rittenhousetown, was formed. And our mission today is to celebrate the legacy of papermaking in the region, the history of the Rittenhouse family, and then really to study the archaeology and the architecture of these houses and glean what we can about, how this place operated and about its earliest inhabitants.
So William Rittenhouse was born in Germany and then later moved to Amsterdam and got citizenship there. And that's where we believe in Germany and in Amsterdam is where he was trained in the papermaking industry. It's unclear when he emigrated here whether they knew that they needed a papermaker in the colonies, but whether someone said, just get me a papermaker, get me Wilhelm Rittenhouse, we're not really sure. But in any case, Wilhelm emigrated here through New York with his wife, Gertrude, and their 3 children. They came specifically to this area of Philadelphia for a couple of reasons. One is the stream that runs out front, which is the Monashone, or the paper mill run, that he knew that was going to be a good source for the water wheel. Secondly, this site is located in close proximity to Germantown. Germantown at the time was a colony of artists and weavers, and we know that they were growing flax that later got woven into linen. And of course, linen rags is what the first source of paper was. So when people were done with their rags, Wilhelm Rittenhouse would come along and collect it. And again, that would be the first source of paper. And then lastly, why I think they ultimately chose to settle here was Wilhelm Rittenhouse was Mennonite. He actually goes on to be the first Mennonite minister in America. And there was a population of Mennonites living in the Germantown area at the time.